of desires of acquiring great wealth, great honors, and greater pleasures. Tribulations free us from these temptations, and make us humble and content in the state in which the Lord has placed us. Hence the Apostle says, "We are chastised by the Lord, that we may not be condemned with this world." 1 Corinthians 11. Fourthly, by tribulation we atone for the sins we have committed much better than by voluntary acts of penance. Be assured, says St. Augustine, that God is a physician, and that tribulation is a salutary medicine. Oh, how great is the efficacy of tribulation in healing the wounds caused by our sins! Hence the same saint rebukes the sinner who complains of God for sending him tribulations. Why, he says, do you complain? What you suffer is a remedy, not a punishment. Job called those happy men whom God corrects by tribulation, because he heals them with the very hands with which he strikes and wounds them. Blessed is the man whom God correcteth, for he woundeth and cureth, he striketh and his hand shall heal. Job 5. Hence St. Paul gloried in his tribulations. Gloriamur in tribulationibus. Fifthly, by convincing us that God alone is able and willing to relieve us in our miseries, tribulations remind us of him, and compel us to have recourse to his mercy. In their affliction they will rise early to me. Hosea 6. Hence, addressing the afflicted, the Lord said, "Come to me, all you that labor and are burdened, and I will refresh you." Hence he is called a helper in troubles. Psalm 45. When, says David, he slew them, then they sought him, and they returned. Psalm 77. When the Jews were afflicted and were slain by their enemies, they remembered the Lord and returned to him. Sixthly, tribulations enable us to acquire great merits before God, by giving us opportunities of exercising the virtues of humility, of patience, of resignation to the divine will. The Venerable John de Avila used to say that a single, blessed be God, in adversity is worth more than 1,000 acts in prosperity. Take away, says St. Ambrose, the contests of the martyrs, and you have taken away their crowns. Oh, what a treasure of merit is acquired by patiently bearing insults, poverty, and sickness. Insults from men worthy